All right, everyone, welcome back to another Internet Nobodies video here on the YouTube channel, where we're going to go over the fall anime lineup. We missed summer, so that's we dropped the ball on that one, but let's do fall. So who do I got with me on the fall?
I'm Dale.
And I'm Terrell. I'm back. Finally.
Back again.
Minus all the video game stuff we do here.
Yeah.
I'm back on like a few of the other things.
It's all good. All right, so let's start off with 86 Part 2. I'm trying to remember what this one was, because we did this one in spring.
Yeah, we did this one in spring, and this is it says here drama sci-fi. It's I want to also like tag on like it is a little mech related.
Okay.
Because the premise of it all is that in 86, and also mind you, I might get a little bit of this wrong. It's been a while since I last read the manga.
Mm-hmm.
The premise is that like the war is basically conducted with AI, but it's not really AI that is being conducted with. They use like these throwaway soldiers, quote unquote, like the less fortunate people or prisoners and stuff like that, and they'll throw them in these mechs, and they're basically suicide squads. Long story short, for this one kingdom, and all the elites basically command these units from safety all the time. And so at some point, this one elite chick realizes that she's working with people and is trying her best to like get the best outcomes without losing anybody. It's hard to describe. Like I said, it's been a while since I last touched it. Season 1 ran from like spring, and I want to say until like early fall or late spring, or sorry, early fall, early
summer,
early or like late summer.
Okay.
Around there, like early or midsummer, I should say.
Yeah, it's really fast though to get a sequel.
Yeah.
It didn't run long. It had like fucking like what 12, 16 episodes.
Yeah. What were we gonna say, Dale?
Oh, it sounded interesting. I remember from the spring episode hearing about it, and that was like it's essentially like drones with people inside them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I don't know why I was getting Arrested Development flashbacks when what's his name, Buster's sitting in the drone chair and he thinks he's just playing a video game. And they're like, "Oh man, he's killing everybody." He's like, "I'm really killing people."
That's honestly speaking, that's kind of like what it would be.
I mean, I'll probably pass just because I haven't seen Part 1.
I'm probably gonna wind up binge watching like Part 1 tonight. Honestly speaking, because I've caught up on a vast majority of what I normally watch. So I'm trying to go through and find things I haven't like. I'm just now recently watching the newest running of Shaman King. I already knew I was like 3 episodes in, so I just picked up from like episode 4. And now
the original's
like,
getting a release from
in.
Sentai, I think, or Right Stuff has it.
One of them I don't remember who has it. But
I think
Right Stuff.
So I think it's Sentai is releasing the original run, the original series. But yeah, it's a pass for me.
So
yeah.
I'm probably gonna binge watch Part 1, and then once Part 2 comes out, I'll try it. I'll definitely try to pick it up, depending on if anything else pops up.
I might check out part 1.
All right.
Give it a 3-episode run.
Yeah. We got Blade Runner, Black Lotus.
Ooh, all right. So I'm interested in this. I haven't.
No.
All right. So primer, I have not watched Blade Runner at all. So I'm curious about this.
While, but I didn't see the new one.
Time.
I haven't seen the new one. There was that new one, right? It came out like 2045 or something like that.
I think something else came out. I know Blade Runner has been making like a recent resurgence.
Yeah.
And it was like I heard that there was an anime that was gonna wind up dropping. This also looks like it's gonna be like the 3D CG. The 3D or like CGI, which would be like Appleseed. I'm hoping if they're doing that, it's gonna be on par with Appleseed, because Appleseed was really good when they were doing like, nothing but pure CGI. Oh, you haven't seen Appleseed?
No, I haven't seen Appleseed.
Oh, I love it. It's good. It's a good sci-fi like drama. I think.
As they always say, to the library. Let's see if they have it.
Again, Blade Runner has been making a resurgence. I haven't watched anything Blade Runner related, so I don't know if I'm gonna wait to see if this drops to watch the original Blade Runner and then watch this along with whatever else, because it feels like Blade Runner would probably be up my alley.
Oh, definitely.
Have not given it a shot.
Cyberpunk noir? No, I don't think you like it.
Well, that's just like how The Expanse. People were like, "You'd love The Expanse." I was like, I just haven't gotten around to it.
I'm just trying to remember what that new one was called.
To Google.
To Google. Someone Google it.
Yep, I am halfway there.
Someone, as Rob says, someone Bing it.
God.
No. I refuse. But yeah, this could be interesting. I'll give it a 3 episode.
Yeah, I might. It depends on how the animation looks. Sometimes the animations bug me, but it looks like it might be that nice style of like a 3D CG animation.
Yeah, 2049, which is a
2049. I was close.
Yeah. Yeah, Blade Runner 2049 had Ryan Gosling, Harrison Ford, Ana de Armas. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that lady.
Wasn't Bautista in that too? Is Bautista in that?
Jared Leto's in it. Yeah, Dave Bautista's in it.
Yeah,
so yeah.
There we go. That's. He's going everywhere, and I'm happy for him because he was he's such a humble dude. Like when I met him, he was just so fucking like soft spoken. You wouldn't think of it, but he was very soft spoken. All right, so we're gonna move on to Blue Period. The studious Yotaro leaves a dry life of study and good manners behind for a new passion, painting. But unearthing yourself from all the past expectations is dangerous as well as thrilling.
So this seems like...
It sounds like it could be good. It could be in the vein of those like hobby shows like those Snow White Notes, if you've seen that. And
it's a very niche thing.
Yeah, Barakamon. What was it? What was that one? Bakuman? Bakuman. No, there was. I think it might have been Bakuman. The manga one, with the two guys making the manga.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I was just about to bring that. Yeah, I was gonna mention something like that. Where it seems like this is gonna be one of those animes where it's gonna be extremely artistic. So I'm hoping for some good visuals out of it. But then B, like very down to earth about like there's just this whole premise, or not premise, this whole like facet of life, I should say. Because that one that you're bringing up, where it's like about the two mangakas, is, I think it kind of brings up like the things that happen behind the scenes. I'm sorry,
I've never heard it pronounced that way before.
I will mispronounce things, but I know the proper terms.
Mangaka.
but yeah, no, I'm curious about this because if it's like one of those like behind the scenes kind of things for this whole like facet of life, because you don't really like get to see how all the artists and the authors behind mangas and comics are really like treating things, or how they go through their day to day to a degree.
Yeah.
But like some of these things, like Blue Period or Bakuman or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's Bakuman.
That gives you a bit of a purview into that aspect of life.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's probably gonna have like a fair amount of comedy and stuff like that, so it's not as serious as it would be.
It's drama and slice of life. It's gonna have those like comedic moments in it.
But it's like it's still a decent window to be like, oh, this is some ounce of an idea as to what they're going through.
Yeah. So I might give this the 3 episodes and just see.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a 3-episode run just to check it out.
I'll pass. Painting, I think painting's cool. But like an entire show about drama around painting, nah, I'm good.
He used red when he should have used blue.
God damn it! I said use chartreuse. The worst color.
Next we have I thought I said Bill Divers.
Yes!
Like another Bill Divers.
No,
Bill Divide.
I am waiting for this because at the same time that this drops, a game is dropping.
Oh really?
Yeah, this is going to be a card game anime, and at the same time that the anime drops, game for Bill Divide is dropping at the same time. I'm always interested in new card games. I have played Yu-Gi-Oh! I have played Magic. I have played Card Fight Vanguard. I've played Force of Will. Any new like card game that comes out to a degree, I'm always interested in because I love playing them.
See, I wind up playing card games and then everyone stops playing.
Oh, see, like that. I think
that's the thing. My friend talked me into getting Weiss Schwartz cards.
I see. I have Weiss Schwartz cards as well.
I got Weiss Schwartz, and we never played.
The thing I
have
love
like
about
3
these,
decks.
The thing I always love about these though is that like there's always something interesting. There's always something new, and I always find like one color or one theme that I like to run with, out of this whole list of themes. The thing that for most of these I enjoy though is that if they do have an anime with it, then there's like something I can at least watch to see, you know, different clans or different factions in play to a degree.
Yeah.
Cardfight Vanguard has an anime. Shadowverse has an anime. There was this one card game that was running for a while, which I'm so upset about because it was actually pretty decent, called Zanzard. Or Xenonzard.
That sounds a little familiar.
Never heard of it.
It has an anime, and you can watch it on YouTube. It was a mobile app that was in Japan and came here, and then like fucking some point this year it died.
Oh, it's a shame.
The thing that I was mostly upset about though is that some point in its running they had a Kamen Rider crossover.
Ooh.
So, but Japan only got it. And this was
we
around the
gotta download
time
the Japan app.
Yeah, and this was around the time when 01 was going. So we had like a decent like 01 crossover. And I think they had like doubles and a few others in it. But it was a very solid and well-built card game because the cool thing about it was that you had an AI character that worked alongside you.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to see what this brings to the table because just like Xenonzard, when I discovered it via like the mobile and I found out it had an anime, I'm hoping that this also does something interesting, unlike say like all the other card games out there. Basically, like I'm looking for something new out of this. I'm watching this. This is a guaranteed watch.
I might skip it just because.
I might give it a 3.
I mean,
episode.
the girl with the pink hair is really cute. So.
Yeah, I might give it a 3 episode because I like the designs of the characters on the top. Also,
yeah.
I want that hoodie that the main character's wearing.
I'm excited.
Really?
Couldn't tell. Hey, Cardfight
hey.
Vanguard Overdressed 2.
So, all right, here we go. This would be my ballpark.
Another one.
So what? This one's more down to earth than like the original Cardfight Vanguard. Overdressed ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. So for those that have watched it, you guys know we all saw this was gonna get a second season. But we finally saw like towards the tail end of the first season, we saw the main character finally like come into his own. Because the whole entire first season was basically like just world building kinda ish.
Okay.
So it was definitely a set. Like the first season was a setup, but you had like a lot of good card fight moments in it. And the Overdressed Cardfight Vanguard Overdressed is also its introduction to a new mechanic along with a new set of factions. And I believe I want to say a new format, but that's just because they've been trying to address certain issues, older ones. So it's good if you're into card games. It's good. I like it. If you're really into Vanguard, I would definitely give this one a shot. I still got to pick up like one or two of the decks from this season because I'm interested in a couple of mechanics, but I haven't found them yet because they've just been flying off shelves at least close by.
Yeah, it's like the Digimon card game. Nothing is just.
I could
insane.
not. I walked into my place day one of that sucker dropping, and the shelves were just.
You
bare.
had to pre-order them.
Oh,
all the shops are doing pre-orders.
Oh, but my shop. Okay, I probably came in on like the day one of them like putting them on the shelves and not the pre-orders. Those shelves were fucking bare. Like there was bare. They had Pokemon right next to it, and you can see all the Pokemon cards where they were putting the Digimon stuff because they had like labels for it, like leading up to them shelving it.
Mm-hmm.
That whole entire section was gone. It was just empty. But yeah, no, this is, if you've watched the first season, I suggest watching this other one because the first season literally ended on a cliffhanger, like a cliffhanger of cliffhangers. There was no continuation after the credits. It was just like, we're stopping. Oh, but we'll be back later in 2021. It's like,
well.
It's like, okay, but like, no, like, lead up? You're just gonna leave us here hanging off the cliff, hanging off the cliff like that one thing from that one TV show back in the day, something Lions or whatever, where they had this character called Cliffhanger. It's a PBS show. There's a joke if you look up Cliffhanger and you type in like PBS or whatever, you'll find the exact thing I'm talking about.
All right.
I'm like, this sounds familiar, but
it does, but it doesn't at the same time.
Oh my god, it's damn, I'm old.
Don't worry, I talk about Zabumafu and no one knows what I'm talking about.
Oh my god, poor lemur. I mean,
Hey, I can make up words too.
Date Alive 4. I've never seen anything Date Alive.
oh, Day A Live is interesting. I do like watching this. I probably gotta check out reading it. Also, once again, can we just note mecha sci-fi? Like, instantly two things that are probably gonna be like, please watch this.
You got that etchy in there too.
You know, honestly, you could leave that out and I'd still watch this.
I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of tags for one show.
But it's like it's not like My Coma where it's just like just comedy out the ass. There's good comedy. There's good comedic moments. And of course, like all the chicks in this are like all like your basic stereotypes in terms of like a romance. A romance with comedy. Let me put it that. No, a romance with comedy and ecchi. Let me put it that way. Like where, like with those three tags, you know that you're gonna get some ounce of the stereotypical board going down.
You know that the main character's gonna trip over something and land in a boob.
Yes. You know there's at least going to be one yandere in this whole entire thing, and guaranteed there is one, and she is a badass. I'm watching this. I finished 3, and I did also watch the movie.
Okay.
It's also a light novel as well. So there's a lot going on with Day A Live. So the fact that we're getting a 4th season, I'm not surprised. I don't know
really
how
big,
to.
So.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe this for most people without saying just go watch the 1st season and give it a shot from there, because there's a lot that's going on. But he has to date these chicks or take them out on dates or whatever, because he's the only one that can steal their powers, because if they don't steal their powers, they're liable to just destroy cities. And there's an actual like scene in the show where they show the first spirit fall, quote unquote, that destroyed a city. It's nothing but a crater. I mean, I'm talking about a Raccoon City levels crater. But you could fit at least like 10 Raccoon Cities in there.
Wow.
This baby could slap strong. This baby could fit 10 Raccoon Cities.
Yeah, basically, that crater is massive. So there's a lot going on. In one of the seasons, we had to deal with like a little bit of time travel stuff, but like for like maybe 1 or 2 episodes.
Okay.
But it's got a little bit of everything in there, and there's a lot going on. So
I might check out the 1st season.
Yeah, I might just pass. I have so much stuff I need to continue watching and to watch, and now more stuff coming out to watch. So
yeah,
it's just gonna fall to the wayside, unfortunately. Deep Insanity: The Lost Child.
Insanity is in the title. I'm already interested.
Well, it's a sequel to Deep Insanity Nirvana.
What the? Okay, I'm going to quickly Google Deep Insanity Nirvana's synopsis while you go through that one.
Okay, so Madness and Unawakening Sleep, Madness and Unawakening Sleep, Randolph Syndrome. That just kind of messed in my head, that sentence. This new illness is slowly but steadily approaching humanity, caused by the huge underground world asylum that appeared in the Antarctic. I can't speak today. There are strange creatures, different from the Earth, and unknown resources. People bet their lives on the depths of the mysterious new world to get huge wealth, organizational plots, or their own ambitions. And here alone... There we go. I was like, it's not clicking. Here alone, a young man with a wish in his heart is trying to challenge the front line of the asylum.
Okay, so there's clearly a lot of setup prior to the synopsis. All right, so here's what I found on Nirvana. One day, an asylum in a large hole is discovered in Antarctica. Jeez, I can't talk either. At the same
It's
time,
that word.
At the same time, the mysterious coma-inducing illness, Randolph syndrome, begins spreading around the world. Many countries sent an investigation squad to the asylum, believing it to be the cause of the disease, but not a single person safely returned. Oh God. This dude has a name that I cannot pronounce. Is his name in this? Alright. Sergiu, Sergiu, Soul. Sergei,
Yeah.
thank you. Sergei Soul, a boy with a special resistance to the disease, and Antarctica's jack of all trades, Hildegard Olympiad, Yamada... Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, so there's more than one person here. Antarctica's jack of all trades, Hildegard Olympiad Yamada, decide to take on the challenge of the large hole without a map. But what is the cause of the coma-inducing disease? What in the world is the asylum? Go down to the deep, jet black bottom, one with insanity. See, even that's just like cryptic as all get out.
I'm 100% interested.
It sounds like it could have a.
There's also a manga, so I'm more than likely, if I'm
and
not
a video
gonna...
game.
Oh, there's a
Jesus
video game
Christ.
too.
All right, well,
Yeah.
this is definitely well established.
Yeah. Apparently, we all slept on this.
Yeah. Sleeping is a word. Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, sleep's a word.
But I might try and find the first season and give it a shot.
Jesus Christ, this started last year.
Oh yeah, January 2020.
Yeah, that's why. It was before we were doing this.
Yeah, that'd do it. That'd do it. Get you every time.
Oh, yeah, the manga was back then. The game is coming out sometime this month.
Okay. So we have Digimon Ghost Game.
All right.
Um,
No synopsis.
no, I mean it's Digimon.
But yeah, I'm gonna say, but it's Digimon, so I'm gonna
well,
watch
Digimon does have some varying stories, so I
Yeah.
can't really just say it's Digimon.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just say you can say it's Pokemon, but you just can't say it's Digimon. So
it. Yeah, but see, here's the difference. Unlike Pokemon, I'm more likely going to watch this.
yeah. But
I mean, I like ghosts
and I like Mons
and games.
and
It's got
Digimon.
everything.
Yeah.
Got announced August 1st during the DigiFest.
Oh, nice.
So this got announced last month.
Okay.
So that's probably why we don't have any news on it yet.
yeah.
God, that is the most Lancer character in the world. Like wearing blue, has white hair, sassy pose. Yep.
All right,
yeah.
I mean, I'm probably gonna watch it. It's Digimon.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's Digimon. More than likely gonna watch it. The only thing I actually have to catch up on would be the, 5 movie release, like, 3rd season of the first run?
Oh, you're talking about like the Try stuff?
Yeah, I gotta catch up on Try. I was not expecting them
They
to
were
just do...
all right.
I'll still watch them. I think the only thing I'm like a little like apprehensive of, and this is only because like it got spoiled for me, was the whole entire Jedi thing. But I'm like, I need to catch up. Someone already told me about it.
Yeah.
I was like, I just gotta watch it now, because
I'll
even
pass,
I'm
but
like, wait, what?
I'll pass, but I want to know what the hell it is.
Well, when it comes out, I'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll say something.
All right.
Genso Sangokushi Tengen Reishinki.
Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna
The
keep
story
this
is
tab
set
open.
in ancient China during the Three Kingdoms era, when various powerful warlords began maneuvering to conquer the known realms. After it was wiped out in a unforeseen circumstances, the 6th unit has been reassembled with members from diverse troubled pasts. The leader is Seal Practitioner Oki, the Spirit Purifier Shunkyu, Teiken, and the Demon Slayer Shurei.
I mean, sounds cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. It's set in China, actually, during the Three Kingdoms era.
Yeah, they love the Three Kingdoms.
Yeah.
All those video games.
Okay, so for anyone else who's curious, look up Fantasia Singo, because that's the name of the role-playing game that this is based after.
Okay.
Oh,
I saw the video game tag there. Or not tag. I was just googling it a bit.
I was
saw
like, I don't
video
see a
game.
tag.
Okay, so I was like, something was like, I googled it and I just saw a video game. So long story short, so I got very curious. So yeah, I think it's based off this thing called Fantasia Singo.
Okay.
Which was released in 2003.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
By a developer called User Technology. I don't know if this is... Oh, wow. There's more than just that. There's like 4 games in the lineup from 2003 to 2007.
Okay.
I'm curious. I'll check it out.
I'm already
Yeah.
in love with the demon woman in the top left.
Yeah.
She's got white hair and horns. I'm into it. And red eyes.
Yeah, if this is based off of a video game, I'll give it a shot. I'll probably watch like 3 to 5
Yeah, it sounds like it
episodes.
could be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll
So
check this out.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this one out too.
Yeah.
Gyakuten Sekai no Denchi Shoujo. Alright. Japan 2019, just before the dawn of a new era, suddenly a rift to another dimension appears in the sky, revealing an alternate world, Shinkoku Nippon, with the sky and the earth upside down. The parallel world keeps the former militarism, with its era being eternal Showa. Oh, that's cool. The military invades the real Japan with giant humanoid robots called Garon? Their gas weapons Genmu, rendering our modern weapons ineffective. Shinkoku Nippon instantly seizes the government and achieves a de facto conquest of Japan. The new Reiwa has not arrived for Japan.
That is
Hey!
actually a really interesting premise.
It kind of has like a Sympho Gear design, actually.
Yeah,
looks
I
like.
was gonna mention that. Like, Lurche wasn't the ones who worked on Symphogear, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Who worked on Symphogear?
Kadokawa.
Okay, then yeah, it just has a very similar like design to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. I like the idea of the.
Yeah, like an alternate
Yeah.
Earth invading.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'll watch it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, same.
October.
I mean,
so-
you already promised Mecha, so there we go.
I know, like,
and gas weapons.
I love the idea of Japan being invaded with mechs because it's just like, no, that's what we've been working on this whole time. And alternate Japan is like, yes, we have.
I'm telling you, those Gundams they're building, they're just one day gonna just start walking around.
I can't wait.
I don't know. Is this gonna be like a magical girl thing now?
No, it's so. I don't think it's gonna be a magical girl. Well, I mean, maybe.
Because I don't know. The one girl in the pink looks.
I
Yeah.
think she just dresses that way.
It could be.
Yeah, that could just be her design. Though the thing, just gauging off of the synopsis and there being no tags, it's probably gonna be sci-fi mecha, clearly, hands down.
Oh yeah.
And then I guess like I'll probably watch the thing, the little preview thing for it, because depending on like the music and how serious it is, maybe comedy. Who knows?
Yeah, because, I mean, it's all rubble, but they're clearly happy.
Yoshihime. Was it season 2?
Yep, season
Yeah.
2. I gotta catch up.
Did you watch
Yeah.
anything of Yoshihime?
I did. I at some point I stopped because I forgot what came out that caught my attention that I just locked onto it, and I locked onto it hard and I didn't let go. It was I was
Monster
enjoying.
Hunter?
No, it wasn't Monster Hunter. No, it was an anime. It wasn't a game. It wasn't a games
okay.
issue. It was literally an anime came out and I locked onto it and I just grabbed on and I did not let go. But no, I did watch a good chunk of Yoshihime. It seems like it was doing pretty decent. There was just like a lot of like setup and probably also a lot of explaining that they needed to do throughout like the first like early bits, because you had to essentially understand what went down in the relations of these all these characters basically. So I just, like I said, I got distracted. But
I actually tried to watch Inuyasha recently, and it's good. It's not for me.
It's
But I've heard it's good.
yeah, it's great.
I never saw the
remember-
ending. I didn't see the final arc.
I
'Cause that
watched.
came out like what, 5 years ago?
God, fucking.
Was it 10 years? It came out not
I thought
relatively long ago.
No,
but
it's not relatively long ago, but I think it ended during the college era. Not like maybe like shortly after the college era. Because I was watching Inuyasha throughout like the entirety of high school, basically.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then it just like, we're gonna get Naraku.
Yeah, and
Into the sunset.
they eventually get Naraku. Because I
Oh, I
remember that
figure.
was a thing. I just don't remember the last episode. I got a friend I can talk to who probably remembers it. But like I said, like if you haven't seen Inuyasha, this at least does like a good, like in the first episode, like job. Well, not a good job, but it does attempt to explain.
It fills in what you need to know.
Yeah, it explains what you
And, like,
need to know. It doesn't go over
gives
the
you
whole
cliff
entire
notes.
adventure, but it gives you enough cliff notes to go, okay, this is this is who so and so is. This is their relation. This is what happened. This is how they got fucked up. This is how they fucked up, or fucked other or fucked the other person up. And in somewhere in between
And
all
then
that,
these two, this is how
someone
they
fucks up.
fucked.
Yeah, yeah, and basically, and then this is how they fucked.
Yeah, I'll probably pass it. I mean, maybe eventually I'll watch Yoshihime, but not right now.
Yeah, if I wasn't, I'll probably watch it. I just gotta. It's probably gonna take me a hot bit. I might not get to it like in a timely manner, but
Yeah.
I'll more than likely watch it. I just gotta catch up.
All right.
Yeah, pass.
Oh my
Kyoukai
god, this is
Shokudo
one.
2.
This is one I need to watch.
Oh, this is the Restaurants for Another World?
Yes,
Okay.
this is one I need to watch because I've read
I
some
heard
of it and
mixed
I like it.
reviews about the show, but
Oh, well,
I mean, it's part of the whole isekai boom, so. But I'm just like, I kind of want to watch it, but it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
okay. I'm okay where like, granted, I've probably watched my fair share of isekai, so like, I guess take what I say with a grain of salt. But because I watch damn near anything. But there are some isekais out there that I like that have good premises to them. Maybe.
Oh
it's
yeah, I'm
just-
not saying that. It's
yeah,
just it's
I think maybe it was, like-
oversaturated at this point.
Yeah, it is oversaturated. I will wholeheartedly agree. There's no way I will not agree with that statement. It is definitely oversaturated. It's just one of those things that the industry just was like, oh, this is doing well. Grab on.
Pretty much.
But there are isekai that I like where it breaks up the monotony of all these other isekai, which are all like action or all comedy. Whereas in this one, it's just basically a dude just running a shop that has the ability to connect to another world.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going there,
that-
they're coming to him.
Him, yeah.
Is there an
That's-
isekai yet where someone in like a fantasy world gets run over by a horse and cart and ends up in real life?
No, but there is an isekai where the dude finished his job and he comes back and he's like in his 30s.
Oh,
And people have realized that he kind of went MIA. So when he explains to his nephew, he literally just starts doing magic and stuff like that. It's a manga.
sounds
Okay.
interesting.
And the whole entire way through, he's like, wait, did they come out with the system yet? I gotta buy the system. And he's literally talking about like the old like SNES or some shit like that.
Oh, jeez.
Like, he was a nerd, got transported to
Yeah.
another world, was the hero, succeeded in doing his job, got transported back, and the whole entire thing just jarred him because he was just basically time warping at that point.
Okay.
Because the world kept going on without him, and he comes
Yeah.
back, he still has his apartment, a bunch of other things, and then just his nephew just basically has to introduce him to like a ton of like he had to get introduced to a cell phone basically. But yeah, no. So like they like concepts like that where it takes the isekai thing and spins it to a degree where it's not what you would expect. I'm a fan
that's,
of. I'm a fan of.
I liked it. What's it called? Devil's a Part-Timer. That one was
Yes, that's
good. Have you
another
seen that one, Dale?
I wanted to check that one out. It's on my
That one's good.
watch list.
It's funny. It's getting a second season too. So
Oh, nice.
So I'm definitely gonna watch this one, or we'll watch this series in general.
yeah, I'm gonna check out the first season.
Yeah, I gotta check out the first
I might
season.
check out Yeah, I might do that.
The only thing I gotta say, it's gotta suck if he's trying to run a restaurant and he has so many different forms of currency coming in.
Well,
Oh, God.
I think he figured it out. I think this man literally
Oh,
figured it
really?
out. Like, this man is a genius as far as I'm concerned. Because first off, this one door in his restaurant just shows up randomly in other worlds. Just randomly, but it's always at the same location. It just, you can time it, but not a lot of people have in those other worlds have timed it to figure it out. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's an accident. Other people have figured it out and just like, oh, this I got to be at this place at this time to get to this place to eat some freaking tonkatsu or whatever.
To be a regular for a traveling restaurant.
Traveling is a word for that, but he's like still based in our world basically. So like
Yeah.
at like during like his normal hours is like us, but then the shop closes and then it opens up for like the other worlders basically. But the man is a
Okay.
genius when it comes to the currency, because it's either they trade it, they do like bartering or whatever. He gets paid in like gold, but it's not like a lot of fucking gold, so it looks hella suspicious. But yeah, no, man's a genius.
Next time we got JoJo.
Yes.
Oddly enough, not the one. I have not read this one, so I'm definitely watching it.
It's really good. It has some of my favorite stands. And Jolene is incredible.
Yeah, the Stone Ocean, like out of all the JoJo fans, I think Stone Ocean has been one of the most like sought after animes because everybody loves Stone Oceans, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, it's really good.
So yeah, JoJo is so like just so out there that I don't even think it warrants an explanation. So that's why I'm just skipping over, trying to be like, so this is what this is. No,
so
people know JoJo. Yeah, let's say if you've watched JoJo,
you've
watched JoJo.
If you
and
know,
you know.
you know.
Yeah, but say if you know, you know, and there's a lot of comments that could be said, and I know some people out there question themselves, but this is probably hands down one of the most well animated animes I've ever seen in my life. Like, the combats are all good. I love the stand names. Look up half of these bands and or songs if you don't know what I'm talking about. But it's JoJo. It's just off the rails. It's going to be great. Just watch it.
Komisanwa komyushu desu. This is Komi Can't Communicate. I didn't read the manga, but it keeps getting recommended to me on Amazon.
I feel like I've read this, but not a lot of this.
She's a total wallflower, and that's the way she likes it, but all changes when timid Tadano, and he tries to like help. I forget what it was. First day of school, legendary Komi. Realizes she isn't aloof, she's just awkward. Now he wants to make her meet 100 people and become 100 friends. It's basically fours without Kamen Rider.
Oh.
Just making friends.
Yeah, that right there is a great explanation. I got that reference. Totally got that reference.
So we're big friends with everybody in school.
There's no Uchu Kidan. I'm gonna give this a shot. I feel like I've
give it a shot
this.
because it keeps getting recommended to me, so it might be good.
I feel like I've read this, and it's killing me because again, I've read so much manga that I am now at the point where I don't know what I've gone through anymore. And this, I feel like I started reading this and I just stopped at some point. And I might have only stopped because of the sheer mass amount of things I was constantly trying to read.
Yeah. It gets harder as you get older to consume media.
It gets hard. It gets hard when you just read like there's no tomorrow, though. Like, that's not even me trying to flex. It's just a thing where it's just like when you
nice, putting us chumps to shame.
It's like when you read enough like comics and manga to the point where it's just like you dwarf the amount of things that you've watched in terms of both fandoms. It's insane because sometimes something gets animated and you go, oh hey, I've read that, or something gets animated and you go, did I read that? Or was it an anime? Or was it a light novel? I don't remember because I've been slowly riding the light novel boat lately, and that's just that's a lot of reading.
That is a slippery slope I do not want to get on.
Yeah, it's a lot of reading. So whenever like I come across like, oh, I've been reading a light novel on this one and it's now getting animated. Oh no, this is gonna be a weird feeling because I know exactly what's gonna happen before it gets there.
Kyoukai Senki.
Fuck. All right, here we go. Another one where I'm like, did I get introduced to this somehow? Because it's Sunrise.
It's Sunrise. That's
like the season of Mecha.
Yeah.
2601
AD. Japan is dominated, divided and ruled by the four major economic blocks of the world. Japanese people spent their days oppressed and subjugated citizens. Japan became the front line of the world, where a MAME, a human-type special mobilized weapon deployed by each economic zone, strode out. One day, Amushiba, a boy who loves machines, meets Ailes. Okay. A Thomas-thinking AI named Guy. And this leads him to throw himself into battle to reclaim Japan and piloting the Ahime Kenbu built by himself.
Okay, so yeah, this is entirely new.
Yeah, I haven't really heard of this.
And it was revealed via Bandai Spirits.
Okay.
And it's also being worked on. It's also worked on by the team, or by the studio who worked on Build Divers Re-Rise, which is probably why that looked familiar.
I haven't seen anything Build Divers, so.
Oh god, dude, I love it, only because there's a lot of references that they drop if you pay attention.
Yeah. But Kyoukai,
alright, so
I don't know.
I'm going to watch
this. The mech
this.
has a sword.
Yeah, a sword and a
machine gun.
Alright, so this is going to go into why I say I'm going to watch this. because after hearing that synopsis and also reading most of it myself, it's giving me Armored Core vibes, and I'm all about that. So I'm definitely watching. This is definitely the year of Mecha. I'm all for it.
I don't want to watch because there's gonna be more model kits I want to buy.
Yeah. Ironically enough, they will be releasing a 172 HG plot model of Kenbu.
I'm not surprised.
So you're saying as Hot Girl Summer's over and Hot Mech
Fall
begins?
Hot Autumn.
Hot Mech Autumn never ended.
That's fair.
Maybe I'll give it 3 episodes, but
I'll pass.
It's a mecha. I'm watching it. I'm not gonna even lie.
Kyoukai Sugu Shinu. Vampire Hunt.
What fuck?
Yeah, I didn't name it.
Don't lie to us. Of course you did.
God damn it! He caught on to me. I work for Madhouse.
Oh well, I mean that's good.
I wish. Was it a vampire hunter learns of a mansion inhabited by a vampire who's rumored to have kidnapped children, and goes there intending to take him down, but then it turns out that the vampire is a wimp who keeps turning into ash with the smallest things, and that the kids aren't being held captive. They're just using the haunted house as their personal playground.
Alright, I'm gonna watch this just because I like the idea of a vampire that freaks out and then just turns to ash over the smallest of things. That sounds funny.
Yeah, this is a great premise.
You know what? It's Madhouse too, so yeah, I'm gonna watch this one.
Yeah, it actually sounds really good.
My pizza order has garlic. Oh no, Ash. It sounds goofy enough that I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah. I hope it has just that enough goofiness that it's good, and they don't try to overdo it. That's the only thing I can think that might happen.
Mm-hmm.
But a whip vampire just turns into ash. Lupin the Third, Part 6.
Yo, let's go.
I haven't seen any of these, which I
Oh,
really should, and I'm so sad I've missed out on these.
but like some of the newest Lupin things have been actually really dope, especially the CGI ones.
I have that and I haven't watched it. I need to.
What was it? It was like Lupin the First. I just watched it recently while I was on the night shift, and man, I like that one. That had a lot of cool moments in it.
Nice. I need to watch it. Lupin, I love. So it's like, I just fucking need to sit down and watch these movies.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a time where I won't get excited over Lupin the Third in any form or fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Like new animated movie, I'll be right there. I'll watch it. New season, watching it. If they ever go back to doing more crossovers with like Detective Conan, I'm definitely here for that because that's an interesting. That's great.
One of my favorite figures that I have is Detective Conan dressed up as Lupin.
That's funny.
Nice.
And I think it was like $30 at a convention. I'm like, fuck, I need this.
Yeah, Lupin the Third. I hope it keeps going for as long as possible to just be introduced to as many generations as possible because it is.
Yeah,
It is a strong classic.
Yeah, Roblo has a board game for it, I think.
There's a board game?
I think it's a Lupin the Third board game, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I think we played it once.
Yeah. We were in his basement that one time.
Yeah, that like one of the 2 times we were in his basement.
Yeah.
I learned something new. I didn't even know that there was a board game.
I didn't know
for
either until
Lupin.
he was like, hey, you guys want to see something? And just like pulled out Lupin the Third board game.
Yeah, that's Rob Lowe for you.
I've never seen anything Lupin the Third, and I feel like I would like it.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
feel
really know
like I should
anyone
get
who
into
doesn't really like it. I guess if you watch it, there's always something you can find to like.
Because it's a gentleman thief. I love thieves.
He's no gentleman, but yes.
Well, I mean, it says in the... yeah.
All right, so that's a watch.
Mm-hmm.
But once I watch everything else.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a watch while I'm watching everything else.
Begin franchise.
Yeah. Okay, Megatron Q Musashi.
Why does this make me think that this is going to be a
Pacific Rim.
It looks
all
very
right,
Pacific
so
Rim.
it really does. Was there?
Story takes place after 90% of humanity wiped out due to an invasion. Okay, so Pacific Rim. Survivors live in shelters where lives are monitored and memories of invasions erased.
All right, so not
Three
Pacific Rim.
teenagers from the shelter are chosen to pilot 3 machines that combine to form the Musashi robot, made out of material named Megatronium. It's an alloy, apparently. The series will balance robot action with school life.
It's a mecha. I'll check it. I'm still trying to. It has such a Pacific Rim feel, based off.
It
of
does. Like
the
just the picture of the mech.
I mean, are they like going out to like fight whatever the invaders are?
I would assume so. While they're dealing with school life.
keep
But also, no one remembers the invasion.
keep talking. I'm gonna have her answer in like 10-ish minutes.
Memories of the invasion are erased. Yeah, so no one remembers the invasion. They're just inside.
Yep.
Like cities and.
All right. So real quick, I'm gonna do this just solely so people can figure out what the fuck I'm talking about. I just started the thing. I'm like, I paused it 10 sec. I paused it and dragged it back to 10 seconds in, or 14 seconds in.
Okay.
Now, in the next 5 to like 10 seconds, I'm going to say something, and if you ever watch this like one trailer, you'll figure it out. But if you don't, I'm sorry. But they get fucked up.
Oh, really?
They get fucked up. Like, these dudes just drop from the sky and obliterate the hell out of. It's like.
Oh my god.
It's like if you've played EDF.
Oh,
And
God.
instead of being like slow waves, they just said, "Fuck this, we're ending it." In 5 seconds, we're glassing this whole entire planet.
Wait, so is it like insects?
No,
Like EDF? Or
no,
is it,
but it's like spaceships just dropped in and glassed the. And why is there a giant hole? Yo, they really ended this. I see why they wiped it from their memories, because like they straight up lost. There's no winning. They straight up lost.
Huh.
Oh, they go through a combination sequence. Okay, yeah, no, this is not going to be like a Pacific Rim thing.
Okay.
Because they showed like 3 of them flying by. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not going to be like Pacific Rim.
All right. Cool. Maybe I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Just like in general, it just sounds interesting.
Yeah. Original hype man over here, just hyping up like a minute 14 into a trailer, just going, they fucked up. They got fucked and they fucked up.
Miruko-chan. All of a sudden, a girl is able to see grotesque. Oh, this one, yes, where she see monsters around her, no one else can. Rather than just run away from face them, she instead musters all the courage and ignores them. Join her to day-to-day life as she keeps the best poker face despite supernatural going-ons.
What?
Yeah. So she can
That's
just see like these
incredible.
grotesque, horrible monsters all around her all the time. And
Sounds like
she just has to pretend they're not there.
sounds like a nightmare of a life.
Like, I kind of want to see this one.
Oh,
Just to
yeah.
see.
Yeah, I'll probably check out like the first 3. Well,
Yeah,
I'll
I
probably
want to check this
I'll
out.
probably check the first 3 or wait for someone to tell me how it is.
Mm.
But
This actually reminds me of a webtoon comic I've been reading called School Bus Graveyard,
Oh, Lord.
where like that's the whole thing is that the main character like sees these horrible shadow people, and she's just like, nope, just got to ignore it.
Like, that was just my shadow. Just gonna keep walking.
yeah,
And then a bunch of her friends on a field trip are also able to see it, and they have like these horrible like nightmare worlds in their dreams every night.
Oh, Lord.
It's
Oh,
interesting.
jeez.
Yeah, I'll probably say this much. I probably won't watch it right away. It's gonna be on the board of things I'll go to if I ran out
Yeah.
of stuff.
Another isekai one.
Oh my god! All right, I gotta
Mushoku
catch up on
Tensei,
this.
Isekai Itara Honki Dasu Part 2.
Honky Dasu is my favorite title
Honki
ever.
Dasu.
So all right, so real quick.
Which one is this?
This is all right. So real quick, because I think I won't be able to do it much justice, but I think I can do it a little
Sorry.
justice. No, keep doing it.
Oh, okay. Jobless Reincarnation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So dude who is jobless in the original world, also a husky guy, dies. I think he dies to Truck-kun. I don't remember. So yeah, your infamous like Isekai Sender shows up, and he gets thrown to another world. Turns out that like he's very skilled, like just because he remembers things from the past world and all that jazz. He wants to become very skilled with like learning magic and a bunch of shit, in this world. A situation happens while he's with the cousins of his or some connection to his family. because he went elsewhere to learn for a hot minute as a kid. Everybody gets fucking teleported to different places across the world. And they didn't know where he was, his sister was, and a bunch of other people related to his family solely. So this should take place around the return trip for him and the chick, and then for him and the chick that's in this front image going left. This is like going to be their return trip back to the mainland. Now, in the group of people that's walking right, the chick in the blue hair is his teacher, his magic teacher. So when he went missing, she answered the father's summons to find the rest of the family. So she was been on an adventure to find him. So yeah, they're crossing each other's paths. From what I've read so far, I haven't seen them meet at all. And they've literally walked right by each other.
Okay. I mean, I didn't see part 1, so
yeah, I haven't watched part 1, but I'm like up to date on at least the manga. I think there's a light novel for this, but I am extremely up to date on the manga.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pass it just because. Yeah,
I might watch it, but we'll see. It depends. It depends on how much I wind up reading. Like if I blow through like a good chunk of that arc, I'll just check the episodes to see where they end. Excuse me? I just read that title in 5 seconds.
Mute King, the Dancing Hero.
Is this a
Does this take place like San Francisco? Neo San Francisco.
Oh my god.
Yes, I love Neo San Francisco.
The kind-hearted boy Muteki moves to Neo San Francisco and meets DJ, who claims to be a DJ.
Oh my god. Alright, right there. You can stop. I'm watching this.
He finds himself thrust into the role of dancing hero Mute King. Is it Mute King or Mute King? I'm going to say Mute King just because...
It's thematic. I would say Mute King because it feels like it's going to meet with the whole... Because to me, this is already screaming. This is going to be a music and dancing show.
Yeah, definitely. With Captain Falcon, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Like, wait, where? Oh.
Show your moves!
I mean, yeah.
Quite literally. To save the town from monsters who suddenly appear, Muteki or Muteki and DJ fight with song and dance, but little do they know that behind the scenes of strange events, a true danger to humanity is approaching.
What I say?
I'm gonna watch this.
What I say? Song and dance. I'm watching this.
Oh, yeah, sounds interesting.
Fucking be a DJ who claims to be a DJ. Yeah, that's
DJ.
all you needed to do was just do that funny shit, and I'm already in.
Oh, it's Tatsunoko. Okay.
Oh, this should be good then.
And there's
And
Wendy
Tezuka.
again. In the bottom right.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Japan loves Wendy's.
What if there's a because it's Tatsunoko, what if there's like a Birdman reference somewhere in here?
Oh god.
Just saying, there's an opportunity.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this.
Sounds
I
interesting.
really hope somewhere there's a game for this because this sounds.
All right. Well, once again, I am.
It's Tatsunoko, so there could be a game.
Back at it live with the Google. Okay, I'm not finding anything about a game. Well, I am finding images, and boy, let me tell you, that dude with the shades is loud as get out. Yo's color scheme is red, white, and blue, but like the amount of colors he has on his helmet though, because it's red, white, blue, gold,
Blue, yellow, gold or yellow.
something. This also looks like it's going to be like a 2.5D kind of thing too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that should be interesting. I feel like that always works when it comes to like dancing stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they're not just doing it on a 2D thing with dancing. I'm watching this. I'm watching this.
Yeah. Same. Muv Love Alternative.
Yes. I'm watching that.
That's Mecha.
No, I got more than just the fact that it's mecha because I've read some of Move Love Alternative. So this is a I want to say a spin-off of Move Love. Because you got Move Love and then you have Alternative. And Alternative is like is the darker side of things, I believe. Okay. I haven't been too involved in the Move Love thing. Let me preface everything I'm saying right now with that. I haven't been too into Move Love. I've never heard of it until I start reading Alternative, where like the protagonist just realized that like shit, I'm in a different timeline. Things aren't the way I remember them being, and everything's fucked up.
This book says the Berenstain Bears.
So yeah, they're fighting a war against these alien beings, as it says here.
Yeah.
And yeah, sorry, I just kind of just snagged the synopsis and says, no, fuck this shit.
Yep, whatever.
And let the hype man do it. But so yeah, so in this like timeline, they're fighting all these things called Beta, hostile extraterrestrials that are just slowly ravaging the world. And he realizes that like I'm not where I'm normally supposed to be. All these people seem familiar, but they're not exactly how I remember them. So there's this whole entire process that it's basically a whole entire like military like school kind of, or just military in general with mechs. And over the course of things, because of what he knows and how he realizes the controls for the mechs are, he swiftly becomes an ace.
Okay.
And so like there's a little bit like weird like time shit that goes on throughout Alternative. He kind of Groundhog Days like on like 2 occasions to my memory, which is very flaky. But it's interesting because to see like what felt like it was going to be a romance harem take a twist for, oh no, this is action drama sci-fi and also kind of dark. I was just 100% a fan. I just kept reading.
Okay.
Where I don't know if they finished it, but I remember getting to a point where I stopped and I was like, I don't know if it's continuing, because at that point in time it got dwarfed out of everything I was reading again. But also the releases between chapters was so far and few in between that I easily forgot that there was a manga after a long time. I was like, well, it's no use in me picking it up right now. And now that it's getting an anime, I might have to hunt that down.
Yeah.
Or at least go through the visual novel.
I'll probably skip it just because I know nothing of this franchise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna at least watch Alternative. I'll probably do the research on Move Love itself, but I might have to find Alternative's visual novel and actually play through that myself, because I actually did really like Alternative.
Osama Ranking. Sounds familiar.
Osama Ranking. Yeah, that does sound familiar.
The story centers around Boji, a deaf, powerless prince who cannot even wield a children's sword. As the firstborn son, he strives hard and dreams to become the world's greatest king. However, people mutter about him behind his back as a good-for-nothing prince, and no way he can be king. Boji is able to make his first friend, Kage, a literal shadow on the ground who somehow understands Boji well. Kage is a survivor of the Kage assassin clan that was all but wiped out. No longer a killer, Kage now makes ends meet by stealing. The story of Boji's coming of age as he meets various people in his life, starting with his fateful encounter with Kage. You know what? I kind of want to see this.
Yeah, that's... Huh.
And I like the...
different.
Yeah. I like the art style, too. I don't know if the series is going to look like that, but it has a very old-looking style that I do like.
It's like one of those old, like, children books. Like, old manga children book kind of stuff.
Yeah. And it's like an old, like, 70s anime look.
I'm going to shelf this, because I'll probably watch it but once again, like, there's certain anime that I'm like, I'm not gonna really watch, and this is kind of like one of them. But when I say I'm not really gonna watch it, it's more or less like, unless I run out of things or I need a break from stuff. And this one might be one where it's like I need a break from just something, or I just need something to like cheer me up to a degree, and this might be one of those.
Yeah.
Unless it somehow has a surprising twist that they don't announce in this, because there are anime that will like look all innocent and whatnot, and it's like not innocent.
Dark as shit.
Yeah.
No, I looked up
Made in
images
Abyss
of
would be it.
I found images of the anime and from like trailers, and no, it is not that specific art style, like that kind of shading.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of like normal, just generic kind of anime.
Either way, like I said, for me at the very least, it's gonna be on the shelf.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 3 episodes or an actual watch because it sounds really interesting.
I'm also getting a
At
lot
least to
out of
me.
this season, so like.
A lot of mecha.
Yeah, I'm getting more than enough out of this season.
Platinum End.
Why does this seem familiar?
It seems it's gonna be it feels like it's gonna be the new one for this year. I don't know why, just that art style makes it look like it's gonna be the anime to watch or something. I mean, it's number 3 on the list. So, as his classmates celebrate their middle school graduation, troubled Mirai is mired in darkness, but his battle is just beginning when he receives some salvation from above in the form of an angel. Now Mirai is pitted against 12 other chosen humans in a battle in which the winner becomes the next god of the world. Mirai has an angel in his corner, but he may need to become a devil to survive. Yeah, that's
all right.
too shonen
All right,
for me.
Hold on, let me get you the other, because I do now know why it looked familiar. Because after seeing that it said manga there for the source, I did see.
Yeah.
I do remember the cover art for this. So here's the plot for the other thing, or for the manga at the very least. Mirai Kakahashi is a young student fed up with life of abuse from his uncle and aunt, who raised him since his parents' death, but is saved by a guardian angel called angel.
I can be your angel or your devil.
called Nase, after attempting to commit suicide. Upon learning from Nase that his foster parents were responsible for the deaths of his father and mother, Mirai uses the powers she bestowed him in order to confront them and enact justice. However, Mirai's ordeals are just beginning, as Nase soon after informs him that God will retire in 999 days, and 13 candidates to replace him were selected, including Mirai himself. To make matters worse, not only can Mirai not refuse to take part in the contest to decide the next god, but among the other candidates, there are those capable of anything to win, including killing all the competitors as soon as possible. So this streams Mirai Nikki.
I've never seen that, but I've heard like meh things about it.
It's so Mirai Nikki is weird. It's good.
Yeah.
I will say as a premise it's good, but there are things that just make it weird. Stockholm syndrome in my case being one of which.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure main character gets Stockholm syndrome. So it's kind of like that, where there's like X amount of candidates, and whoever wins this whole entire thing becomes the next god of X. Whereas in this case, it's just god in general.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like they left out some things, because it does say he's troubled, so.
Yeah. So I'm curious. I might give this a 3-episode watch. Because stuff like that is interesting, like the psychological stuff.
Yeah.
At least psychological mystery, I'll say that much. Those are 2 pins I always
it's got some romance in it too, so.
Oh yeah. But 2 pins I always enjoy seeing together is psychological and mystery, because like those tend to like delve into some deep shit every now and then, but also give like a good story if it's done correctly.
Yeah. I haven't been into like this shonen stuff for a little bit. Like the action. Like the last things I watched were Odd Taxi, which if anyone hasn't watched that, fucking watch that. And those Snow White Notes. And those are both just like not that. So it's just I don't know. Shonen hasn't really been the thing for me recently.
I feel like I mostly live in like minus mecha and sci-fi, the 2 clear obvious, pinpoints. I feel like I live in like the shonen like side of things, but then at the same time I tend to like more like drama.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot more slice of life and drama recently.
Yes, yeah, I like more like fantasy, sci-fi, drama. Like if it's like those odd like serious ones, like those tend to be like some of my go-tos.
Puero Pride of Orange. A TV anime. This is part of the Puero Pride of Orange mixed media project, which is about women's ice hockey. This is Idols on Ice.
Huh.
Basically,
I'm surprised that this is the first sports anime that showed up.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's more so what I was high over, actually. Not any of that. It was more so like look down sports and heard ice hockey. It was like, how long did it take us to get here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be anywhere near as violent as actual hockey, so pass.
Yeah.
Man, fuck it. It's ice hockey. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip it. All right. Seihate no Paladin. It's from a light novel.
Fucking
So.
excuse me. Sorry, I'm reading
Children.
the premise.
Oh, I thought you were reading the people who did it was Children's Playground Entertainment.
Oh no! But that now throws into part of the excuse me. Here, in the ruined city of the dead, far from human civilization, lives a single human child named Will. He is raised by 3 undead: Blood, the heroic skeleton warrior; Mary, the lady-like mummy priestess; and Gus, the crotchety. Yeah, crotchety. Sorry, I realized I had something in my hand.
It's Barry. It's Will. Gus.
Yeah, and Gus, the crotchety ghost wizard. The three of them teach the boy what they know and pour their love into him. One day, the boy begins to wonder, "Who am I?" Will uncovers the mysteries of the undead hidden in this faraway land. He learns of the love and mercy of good gods, as well as the paranoia and madness of evil gods. And once he learns it all, the boy embarks on the path to become a paladin. So as I was just to paint the picture, as I'm reading this, I'm like at the first sentence, like, oh, okay, and then I read the start of the second sentence. He is raised by 3 undead, and that's where the excuse me came out of.
You know what I love? Crotchety wizards. You know what makes a crotchety wizard even better?
Gus.
When he's a fucking ghost. Oh, that too. Yeah, I love Will, Mary, Gus, and Blood.
So I was just Children's Playground Entertainment. Yeah, that definitely, like, both of those things right there was like, excuse me?
It sounds interesting. I really need to know what the mummy priestess looks like.
I'll more than likely watch this just because all that sounded very interesting, but at the same time I got questions. So
Yeah, it sounds quirky.
questions will be
Oh,
answered
yeah.
if watched.
I might watch if I have really nothing else. It just doesn't really. Like, I do kind of want to see what they look like, but
Yeah, like, I gotta say, the first part had me, the second part I was like, eh.
yeah. Sakugan.
Yeah, this really is the year of Mega.
My god.
All right, distant future, long after
Oh
the
my-
Western counter is no longer used, humans live shoulder to shoulder, cramped in the labyrinth, an underground world deep below the surface. There are many colonies where people live in the underground labyrinth. The place is known for extreme high temperatures, but also for loads of gold, silver, and other riches. In one colony is named Pinin, a curious 9-year-old girl named I'm gonna call her Mean Poo.
Yeah, sounds right.
I know it's probably like Memen Poo or something like that, but it's called Meme Poo. And her father,
Oh, Jesus Christ Almighty! What's with these names?
Gangbang, board a 2-person Gagamba. Board a 2-person work robot and mine for ore. They eke a living as the lowest of the lowest worker occupations. One day, Meme Poo begs for her father, Gagamba, to set out as markers, those who chart the innards of the labyrinth as a spelunker, to search for her mother who left their home. If they encounter a mysterious giant creature lurking in the caves, their survival rate is less than 5%. Since discovering an unknown world is dangerous work, maps hold a great value in the world of the labyrinth and fetch high prices on the market. A marker is the most dangerous but also most lucrative job. Gagamba decides he cannot hold back the ever-curious Mimpu from going off on her own countless times and finally gives in. The two embark on a journey together in the work robot. However, the cost of curiosity, the truth they finally uncover, the father and daughter's epic journey with the theme of family love. Note, episode 1 has an early screening during Virtual Crunchyroll Expo 2021, August 5th, 2021. That passed.
So
It said had.
Oh, had. As I said, has.
No.
so that's a
Um,
lot.
Yeah.
So it's Spelunky meets Gurren
yeah. Which,
Instead of it being the drill that pierces heaven, I guess this is the drill that's going to pierce hell.
yeah.
Yeah.
I might give it a watch just to check
mean,
it out.
I'm curious.
Yeah, it kinda sounds
I'm
interesting.
curious. I'll check it.
Yeah.
The character designs look pretty cool.
Yeah, once
yeah,
again, I'm getting a lot out of this season.
Yeah, I mean, the past couple seasons have just been filled with so many shows, and I'm just like, it's crazy. But yeah, definitely I'm gonna check this one out because that a very, very deep plot like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Sankaku Mado no Sotogawa wa Yoru. Bookstore employee Mikado always has a tendency to see creepy things. He had lived in life pretending he didn't see. Isn't this the same anime? He didn't see these things, but then a fateful encounter with an exorcist named Hiawaka. Mikado ends up being forced to help out the exorcism duties, and has to deal with the embarrassing fact that exorcising these things with Hiyakawa somehow feels really good. While getting dragged into these dealings with these cases every day, they run into a cold-blooded murder case.
Okay.
That sounds interesting.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know if I'll get to it, but I am curious. I'll say that much.
Comedy, drama, mystery, slice of life, supernatural.
This is neither a drop or like a pass or like a put it on a 3-episode thing or shelf. This is gonna be a get to it when I get to it because I am kind of curious.
Yeah,
but
I'm
not curious enough where I'm gonna actually pursue it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
I'll probably give it 3 episodes, see how it goes, and if it's continued to be good, I'll give it a full watch.
I hope that's the new trend, is people that pretend not to see creepy things.
Fuck you, Isekai. Not seeing things now is the cool
Yeah,
thing.
fuck you, Isekai. It's all about it's all about the supernatural and trying not to pay attention to the supernatural.
I'm sure it'll catch on so well, like the harem animes.
Oh god.
No, it sounds interesting, but I don't know. It's not grabbing me.
Stop giving me long ass title light novel names. Sekai Soku no
Oh, I know what this is.
Ansa Susha. Isekai Kizuko no Tensei Suru.
This is
What is this one?
Oh fuck, I don't remember the. So long story short, an assassin, a very good assassin that was in our world, gets isekai at the end of his life because he was an old man, and is now a kid who, by a goddess, was basically is like, hey, I need you to kind of just off some people. Long story short, yeah, he has to eliminate a super powerful hero who will bring about the end of the world unless he stops. He has to kill the hero.
That is incredible.
That is actually kind of interesting.
That is the only
really
reason.
like
That is the only reason why I picked that up as a manga. I haven't continued it. I read like 5 chapters in it, and I just got ADHD and just went somewhere else.
That's cool. It's actually pretty cool. Incomparable killer, but has he fare against magical stuff. Like that's actually a decently cool like premise.
I kind of wish that he wasn't a pretty boy anime boy. I wish he was still his grizzled adult self that we see in the middle.
All right. I'm gonna save that for you then, because literally in like 2 chapters, I think 2 chapters, 2 or 3 chapters, it went from being like, okay, this might have like a bit of a cutesy, but I need to keep shit hidden, like level of story. Nah, man, his family, fucking off, like I guess like people who go against them. His dad took him as a kid to their basement and was like, oh yeah, these guys try to rob from us, kill them.
Oh no, I get that it's dark. I'm just saying that like looking at the poster, he's like a anime boy.
It's anime. I don't know what you'd expect from that.
I know, but I would like.
You need to sell stuff to girls.
Yeah.
Yo, man, cute sells. That's all I gotta say.
It does. Selection project.
All right, I'm sorry. I thought for 5 seconds on that picture, I was like, oh, this is gonna be like a cutesy fantasy thing, because I thought one of them was an elf.
Oh yeah, I can see what you mean.
Oh yeah.
Held every summer, the National Selection Project. Okay, this doesn't want to work for me. Is the biggest gateway for girls who strive to be idols, and the place where the legendary Akira Amazawa was born. Suzune Miyama is also one of the has long such dream stage. But I can't speak. Okay, I'm gonna redo that one. Suzune Miyama is also one who has longed for such a dream stage. Having been sick since childhood, she listened to the Song of the Light many times in her bed in the hospital room. Akari's singing voice gave her a lot of smiles and courage, inspiring Suzune to follow in her footsteps. In her last summer of junior high school, Suzune decides to challenge the 7th annual selection project to make her dream come true. The girls... okay, let's... Come here. Why is it not working?
Hell?
I don't know. It's being stupid. So it's basically... It's an idol show.
Yeah.
With music, so... I mean, the characters look cute, but...
I do like their designs, yeah.
But yeah. Purple hair. I don't know why. I like her the most.
I like the one on the top left with the bluish purple hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one dead center with the black hair, I thought she was an elf.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's why I was like...
I can kind of see...
that's why I was like, huh.
It'd be great if it was just one of them just happens to be an elf. I mean, they did it in Darker Than Black.
Yeah.
Mm.
There was that one character that just had really pointy ears for some reason.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna skip this because I never really got too much into the idol stuff, so
yeah, I'll probably skip it, but who knows? I'll probably bounce right back around too.
Senpei ga uzai kohai no hanashi. Igarashi is a hard-working young office lady. Takeda, the senpai above her at work, annoys her constantly. Oh, this one, okay. And yet she finds herself growing closer to him. Every day is filled with the comic mishaps and romantic moments as Igarashi tries to balance work, life, and love. Yeah, this one, I forgot the actual English name for My Senpai is Annoying or something like that.
Maybe.
Is the English one.
That's a great name.
But I might watch this. This has been the kind of stuff I've been watching recently.
Maybe I'll get...
I assume she's the green-haired.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
I might give it a shot.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
I love the enthusiasm of the guy with the black hair on the right.
Yeah, I feel that man's enthusiasm.
God, yeah, that's smooth.
Yeah, that's my enthusiasm at work.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch this because I've seen the manga. I haven't read it, but it's another one of those ones that keeps getting recommended to me on Amazon, and I'm like, I don't have money to buy this.
Stop recommending good shit.
Actually, exactly. It's like Sentai. They have a sale like every other week, and it's just like, stop.
Speaking of Sentai,
Shikizakura. Yeah, I was gonna say. Kakeru Miwa is otherwise ordinary high school student, but a strange twist puts him on the front line of a supernatural battle against the menacing Oni. With the help of a fantastically powerful battlesuit known as the Yoroi, Kakeru joins an elite team that fights the monstrous Oni and defends humanity from otherworldly threats. The team is assigned to Project Oka Myojin, a shrine maiden who prophesies to save the world, but she must perform a sacred ritual within Shikizakura, the horizon that connects the spiritual and physical world that lies somewhere amid the blooming cherry blossoms and the colorful autumn leaves. But in this world, journey to destiny is fraught, winding, and sometimes deadly.
Alright, I was legit joking when I said Sentai, but it's basically Super Sentai.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a very Sentai plot.
I'm more than likely going to watch this though.
I'm gonna give it a try because the suits look pretty cool.
Sentai's not my thing. I am curious to see what the Oni looks like though, because Oni are fucking cool.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm gonna give it a try, just to see. Shin no nakama janai to yusha no party wo oida sareta no de henkyou de slow life suru koto ni shimashita. Fucking Christ.
Alright, so to translate...
Light novels need to chill.
So to translate, I was kicked out of the hero's party because I wasn't a true companion, so I decided to have a slow life at the frontier.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Light novels, dude. Seriously, light novels just have like run-on.
Oh god, yeah, no.
I mean,
run-on sentence.
That tells us everything about the show.
It does.
Yeah. Long story short, the main character of this story, Red, is this chick's brother, basically. Okay. She's the hero. And I think because of like some aspect of her being a hero or whatever, she's kind of emotionless, so he's like the only one who understands what she's feeling and shit like that. But she shows like very little emotions. Like physically, she shows very little emotions. He was like the dude who basically took care of everything, but eventually he just gets kicked out because, like I said, he wasn't a true companion, quote unquote. So he's just off in the frontier cities, living, frontier town basically, living his life as an apothecary.
Yeah,
that sounds interesting.
So, you know, run from there basically.
Okay. That's
it's going. There's definitely like moments of comedy. It's also like there's going to be moments of action. There's going to be there's definitely that romance title is well deserved. There's definitely some solid romance going on in it. I might, now that I know it's a light novel, because I wasn't sure when I was reading the manga, I might continue reading it. But it's pretty it's not heavy. It's pretty light, honestly speaking. Like there's not like a lot of action as far as I remember in reading the manga. It's pretty light.
I might just skip it because I mean
there's just too much other stuff.
Yeah,
this
one doesn't jump out at me as much as like other things.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it just because I've been reading it, and there's definitely moments I would like to see animated. But also, like I said, it is a light enough story that I'm more than likely gonna watch it alongside a vast majority of what I intend to stick to until I finish.
Shinka no mi shirinai uchi ni kachigumi jinsei. Another children's playground one.
Hold the fucking phone.
The first sentence.
No. I already know. I'm well aware of this thing. Just children's playground. Like where did they come from? I want to look them up.
Yeah, but Higurashi Sechi is an ugly, revolting, dirty, smelly fat ass. These are insults hurled at him one after another about his appearance. Such was Seichi's daily school life of bullying. Then, for some reason, one day when school was out, a voice claiming to be God said over the PA system to prepare to be transported to another world. What's more, not Seichi alone, but the entire school. A fantasy world where game-like elements such as levels, stats, and skills exist. However, the God still has preparations to complete for the transfer, and would send them over as soon as the hero summoning the ritual was ready. The classes were all formed groups to wait for the transfer, but Seichi alone was excluded and such was summoned to a different area. After being transported, the first thing Seichi ate was the fruit of evolution. This would greatly change his life. This is a story about how Seichi went from being severely bullied by his classmates, even being recognized for his accomplishments, and despite all staying positive and surviving the new world. As a result, he somehow becomes one of the champions.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The English name literally reads the Seed of Evolution. Before I knew it, I was one of the champions.
Of course
it's I've read some of it. I gotta kind of this one I kind of pick up and then lose very quickly.
It does it was something that would hold my interest that much.
Yeah,
sounds very basic.
It's literally dude's a fat kid, gets bullied a lot. They get isekai. He is in this wood. He's in these forests by himself, and is trying to figure out how to survive. So monkeys basically bully him, throw some shit at him. One of them happens to be a seed of evolution, quote unquote. He eats it, which transforms him from being a fat dude to like a fucking Bishonen dude.
Wow, this sounds like something that was specifically targeted at fat people like me.
But wait, here's the kicker though. Is at some point he comes across a giant pink ape who falls for him, follows him to a degree. I think he threw some shit at her, one of which happens to be a seed of evolution, or she finds a seed of evolution, which turns into the red-haired chick you see up there.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. This is very...
I said it gets weird. I wasn't lying. There's a lot of comedy in it, though. There is a lot of comedy in it. It's just that it gets very weird very quickly. Like it's not like you get soft padded for like most of like the craziness. It literally is like, at least in the manga, it was just out the gate. It went crazy.
Yeah, it's not for me. I think
same.
if I need something to laugh at, I'll probably watch it.
Shimatsu no Harem. Oh god, a harem anime.
Waiting.
Waiting.
Oh, I know what this is.
Waiting.
I think I know what this is.
Complete.
Yeah, I think I know what this is. I think this is World's End Harem.
It could be. Yeah, the male killer virus kills 99.9% of men on the planet. Ground was super harem with 5 billion women for every 5 men.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's World's End Harem.
I still couldn't get a date, probably.
It's World's End Harem. It's weird. This is another one that like kind of zeros to 100 real quickly. I've read some of it. So if you're not ready for some heavy ecchi, I would recommend passing because it just wild.
Yeah, I never got too much into harem stuff.
Is there anything like else to it? Like, do they like fight people or is it just like?
No.
Is it just Okay,
it's not. I mean, there's some plot to it, but it still zeros to 100 very quickly, especially after you get introduced to one of the other surviving men. It gets. That's when you really know you're in for a ride. So, but again, if you're not ready for, I mean, it might be toned down because it's an anime.
Yeah.
But if you're not ready for like heavy ecchi and potentially like some over top characters, quote unquote, you might want to just not.
Actually, now that you say over the top characters, I am kind of interested.
I don't mean the women.
Oh.
What?
No, he's not.
Yeah,
interested.
I was say I mean,
purple-haired girls.
Some of the chicks have character to them. It's just that there's this one guy who is just like all in his own ass, basically. He is a total narcissist as far as I'm concerned, at least with reading. Yeah. But, you know, in a world where there's like roughly 5 dudes to every 5 billion chicks, that's like, I don't even know how to do the ratio on that one. It's so skewed. You're like looking sub 1% right there. Definitely sub 1%. You're like fractional.
Taisho Otome Otogi Banashi. Story set in the 1920s. Tamehiko is the son of a wealthy family, but his life is changed forever when he accepts. Oh, when an accident cripples. I said accident.
When he accepts a crippling right arm.
Yeah, that's what I was like. What? All right. In this story set in the 1920s, Tamehiko is the son of a wealthy family, but his life is changed forever when an accident cripples his right arm. No longer considered by his father as an heir, he is shuffled off into the country to live out of sight. The teenage Tamehiko shuts himself in his new home, bitterly thinking of it as a place where he will die. One day he learns that his father has bought him a bride to take care of him. No. When the young teen girl named Yuzuki arrives at his door, she comes into his life like an innocent ray of sunshine, and Tamehiko's view of the world and life starts to change bit by bit.
Oh, yeah, well, that's good.
She looks 10.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm not, I saw the poster, so I'm staring primarily at the words, and it's like, at the end of that, it's like, well, that's good. But I think bought is A, the wrong word, and B, she looks 10.
Yeah, here's your child bride, son. Sorry about your arm.
Sorry about your arm. Hope you get arrested.
If she did look 10, maybe, but unless that's a different character, but probably not.
Also, have you noticed that as the list goes on, they're getting longer and longer descriptions?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
Compared to the early ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I might stumble like into the first episode just to see if it's really as like weird as it seems.
As we think.
Yeah. Once again, it's like mostly like all of these have had well, not all of these. Some of them have had very misleading posters. So yeah. I'm also holding judgment at the very least until I see an episode. But this one might be a hard pass.
Another Madhouse. Ooh, in Studio Mappa. Tact Op Destiny.
Wait. Yeah? Tact Op. Okay.
The musical composition formed a dwelling power in the girl. A legendary opera. A magnificent composition created in the past. A new life called music art. imbued with the score. An ephemeral, beautiful, fateful tale of girls fighting with the power of music. Is this fucking Sympho Gear?
Is this gonna be a serious? Is this gonna be like a darker Sympho Gear? I mean, to be fair, I am all for like random anime where like music is involved. So
yeah,
I like the style.
Yeah,
like it looks really cool.
I'm thinking.
It's also like the most cryptic description of anything
I know.
we've seen so far.
Guilty Crown. I'm thinking of Guilty Crown. That's what the chick is reminding me of. So I mean, I'm more than likely gonna watch it because, like I said, I'm down for anime that has music involved.
Yeah, it's always good. And
I'm interested just on the premise.
Yeah, it's very
and the art.
Yeah, it's very like you said, cryptic. So
also, music is art. So
yes.
why is it music art? It's redundant.
Or is it music art?
It's a Musicart.
Musicart. Tesla note.
Alright. I got one question before we start reading. Is he reaching out for a notebook that's just electrified? Because I wouldn't do that, dude. Chick. Person.
Is that a notebook?
It looks like a notebook from the image. That's why I was asking.
No, it looks like it's something different.
Yeah, it looks like some kind of weird MacGuffin.
Whatever.
Mission T is a secret operation to save the world from destruction. Trained as a ninja from young age, Botan Negero, raised to become the ultimate spy, teams up with another excellent spy, Kuruma. Doesn't that mean car?
She teams up with a car.
If I remember correctly, Kuruma is car in Japanese, but it could be Kurama's. No, not Kurama. Yeah, I think Kuruma's car. Their aim to recover the legacy of the genius inventor Nikola Tesla. The shards of Tesla. Can the two outwit the agents of the other countries who are also pursuing these fragments? A super original spy thriller begins.
You know what? Yeah, I'll watch it. Just
yeah, it actually sounds interesting.
A spy thriller. Oh, with comedy. Yeah, I'll watch it.
About Nikolai Tesla.
And some chick teaming up the car. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. There's no way I wasn't gonna crack jokes about that.
Let me double check if I am right.
Carcoon, are you related to Truckcoon?
I just saw the potential for a joke after you stopped. Like, doesn't that mean car?
This one, yeah, Kuruma. What is Kuruma in English? Which means car.
That's even better. That's even better.
My partner's the world's greatest boxer. Yeah, well, my partner's a car.
It's Kit from Knight Rider. This is even getting better.
You know what? For real talk, I'm glad for Botan. Let's give it up for the Reaper that got a promotion into Spy.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought that.
Yeah. All right. Tsukito Laika to Nosferatu.
Oh, I think I know what this is. I think this is about them using vampires for space exploration. I forgot the exact. No, I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up.
No, I really like that.
Set in a fictional world 10 years after the Long War divided the world into two superpowers, the Union of Zernitria Republics in the east and the United Kingdom of Arnok in the west. Both of these superpowers now test their ambitions against each other in a space race. In 1960, the Union's premier Gurgiv?
Yeah, sure.
Gurgiv?
Greg.
I don't know. Greg announces the MECTAT program, a prestigious plan to launch manned missions into the final frontier. To this end, the Republic establishes the isolated city of Laika 44, where cosmonaut candidates compete for planned manned missions to space. And scientists develop the technology to make it happen, all in environmental of secrecy. Excuse me. The story centers around Lev Leps, a backup astronaut candidate, and his new companion, the vampire Irina Rumenescu. As part of the daring new Operation Nosferatu, the MECTAT program will use Irina as a test subject for various conditions extended into space. and ultimately as part of a manned mission, with Lev overseeing Irina's training as a cosmonaut. For reasons of their own, both dream of going into space.
So, couple of things.
This is the one.
Yeah, this is the one. A couple of things. It's a light novel. Didn't know about that until I decided to look it up because I was looking for a translation on the name. The name, and the reason why I remember this is because the name of this is The Moon, Lakita, and the Blood-Sucking Princess. Because I remember seeing this somewhere and seeing that name and not the Japanese title for it. But I do remember seeing the vampire character and knowing that this was going to come out at some point in time.
But it's always daytime in space.
Unless you're on the dark side of the moon.
That's fair.
Yeah, that was just one of that right there was just deflation.
Terrell.exe is
Yeah,
just a function.
error 404, page not found. Because I was really curious about this because this is basically like a supernatural Cold World story, or Cold War story.
Yeah.
Where like we were in the space race. So yeah.
It's an interesting premise.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it a shot because I'm kind of interested in it.
I might just skip it.
Also, it sort of answered the question: what would happen if we took a vampire and put it in space?
Visual prison.
What the fuck?
In the anime, vampires perform visual kei music and gather together in Harajuku in an event known as Visual Prison under a red moon once a year. Performing visual kei songs to entrance and audience offer kei songs to entrance.
Entrance.
Jesus Christ, me tonight. An audience of the best song, Red Moon Above. The story begins when Aang Yuki, a lonely boy with no family, travels to Harajuku to see his favorite artist, and there sees an intense musical battle between the bands Eclipse and Lost Eden. Actually, Lost Eden sounds like a really cool band.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Their energetic performance striking a pain through his heart.
I'm probably gonna watch this. I learned my lesson after watching.
It's A1 Pictures, so it could be.
Yeah, and I also learned my lesson after like almost sleeping on Hypnosis
what's
Mike.
It called? Yes.
Because after watching Hypnosis Mike and like loving the raps and that, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna sleep on music anime anymore. Like at first I was like, this like Hypnosis Mike as an example, to me screamed this was targeted to like the female demographic. After watching it, I'm liable to believe otherwise. Because the songs were pretty on fire. Like a lot of them were literal fire. But then like there's moments where you see like development in the different rap groups and stuff like that, where it's just like, yeah, they're like family and shit like that. But then like you get into like these rap battles and Hypnosis Mike, go watch it if you haven't watched it. It's actually really dope. The music's great. So because of that, I would watch Visual Prison primarily because if my expectation of almost sleeping on a very good music related anime would have like made me miss out on some good songs that I like listening to, I don't want to go through that feeling again. I'll give this a shot just to see if there's any songs I wind up liking.
I might give it a try because it does sound a little interesting.
I might check out an episode or two.
Because
I haven't heard the term visual kei in forever though. Oh my god.
But again, this screams. This is supposed to be targeted. This is going to be targeted to the female demographic. Now watch me watch this. Hear some of these songs and go, nah. If you literally play this without any visual, like, there's gonna be a ton of dudes that are gonna be like all about this, and you're like, it's from here. Watch this.
Watch Primaji.
Here, wait. Is this the only magical girl thing that was on this list?
I think so.
Yo, this really is a season for Mecha.
The mechs have stomped out the magic girls.
It's like Idol with magic. Like on stage is.
I'd say it's still Magic
Matsuri
Girl,
Hibino. Yeah. It's magic
more or
girls
less.
dancing on stage, and they use like real magic in their shows. Not really my thing. It is music, so you could check it out. Terrell.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Once again,
Not
I've
back.
learned my lesson.
It's Tatsunoko again.
What?
And Dongwoo.
I don't know anything about Dongwoo, but if it's Tatsunoko, then the animation might be really good too.
Yeah.
Tatsunoko doesn't sleep on their animation departments. Still need to watch this. We could just get right into it. I've seen some of the fights from this. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't watched any of it though.
Yeah, I haven't watched any
Seen
of it.
clips.
Yeah, never heard of it.
I've seen clips and I did start reading it, but I swiftly stopped. My ADHD kicked in and I was reading like too many stories, so it was like, just keep following the one that you know is getting updated the most at the moment.
Yeah,
I like that there's a small child with a snipper.
Yo, from some of the things I've seen in clips, like, she's really good at sniping. Don't fuck with her. Oh, she's extremely innocent and extremely shy, but don't be on the other side of that barrel.
No sniper is innocent. That is one of the most fucked up.
I think
yeah.
she's fired with her eyes closed and still shot a dude. Because she was that shy and embarrassed about this shit and nervous.
I'm so embarrassed at murdering this man.
It's not like I want to shoot you, Baka.
All the bullets are engraved with Baka.
But from what I understand, World Trigger isn't really like people against people. It's like people against like these monsters or whatever. But they still like have like these internal tournaments just to like power rankings basically. And like this, I think this is the whole team that you generally follow throughout the whole entire series.
Okay.
And what I saw, I think she fired a shot with enough power in it where it laid a solid like canal through like a city.
This is the last one. Yuki Yuna wa Yusha Diaru Daimankai no Sho.
Oh, I think I saw a clue.
Is this a sequel to Yuki Yuna as a hero?
Yeah, I think this is the third season of Yuki Yuna.
The third season.
Yeah, third season.
So
There's another magical girl.
I did.
Oh, he's had to wait until the end.
Yeah.
I did see like a scene from something. I don't know if it was from like the second season that where it was Yuki Yuna is a hero. I think that's what this is supposed to be.
Yeah, because I was gonna watch it and then Amazon next day Amazon was like, nope. I'm like, motherfuckers. Like, I was just about to sit down and watch it and it's gone.
I saw a scene where like she went through a speech where she's like, yeah, no, I'm not giving up my friends, because if I give up my friends, what kind of hero am I gonna be, or am I, or whatever. And as she's like going through that whole speech, she's slowly transforming it and shit like that, because like she went and laid in a punch, and as she landed the punch, she got that like arm knuckle that popped up. I was like, see, this is how you do a weird Magic Girl like speech about friendship and shit like that. You do it at the same time as them kicking ass.
Yeah,
because it really drove the point home, and then she like basically did a Hisatsu on it and was like, well, yeah, I think we got the point. Yeah, you don't give up on your friends and you keep on protecting them. You go, girl. So I might give this a shot just to see how it really rolls.
I do want to watch the first season. So
I gotta go through and watch like the first season. But after seeing that clip, I was like, this actually might be really good. I've just been again sleeping on shit.
Yeah,
I like the idea of a magical girl that punches people. I might check it out.
There is a magical girl concept that is kind of funny to me. I forgot the name of it, and it's in manga form as far as I'm aware, but it's about a dude who becomes a magical girl. And no, it's not Koryo Zombie. Like, dude, literally.
No, there is one where the girl becomes like a really buff dude.
I remember that one. I don't remember the name.
That's
of
Magical Girl
Okay,
Ore.
I remember that one.
Magical Girl Ore is that one.
No, it's the exact opposite. You get like this. He's not buff, but you get like basically a high school delinquent who transforms to a magical girl. So you got a magical girl delinquent, basically.
That's awesome. I kind of want to find out what that is and watch it.
What it was, but it was hilarious.
All right, so that was the end of the TV shows coming out fall season. We told you what we're going to watch and what not. What we're not going to watch and what we may watch. So you can do the same. Tell us in the comments what you're looking forward to. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and do the bell thing, because we're YouTubers and we have to tell you to do that.
Smash that bell.
All right, everyone, have a good one. and we will catch you on the podcast. And we also still have more Resident Evil coming for you. So,
yep.
And you should be able to catch me, Terrell, and Peter at ColossalCon East, because this will most likely be out before then. So have a good night, and we'll catch you next time.
Peace.